It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets on Sunday night primetime.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But Charles, you look at our teams here and where they fit in, not just in the AFC East, but in the AFC as a whole, and it certainly all starts at the quarterback position.
It certainly does, and how about the new matchup that we have? Josh Allen with the Bills and Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. And remember, Aaron Rodgers is there to get the Jets not only back into playoff contention, but into an AFC Championship game appearance and maybe a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, he wants to get to the Super Bowl. They'll go about it two different ways, but both of them exceptional talents.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now Rodgers, able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 32 on
to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a play fake. Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rodgers now on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Here now, 3rd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rodgers going to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rodgers now on first down. Going right back to Wilson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rodgers again now. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Get something together. Let's do this, man. Big week, every week. Nothing here.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Working from the gun. Rodgers. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And deep ball. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Allen.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. When you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
Allen now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Bills. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Bills.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd and goal. Here's the option left. Now he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman, fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here come the Bills. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And Diggs will have a Bills 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that. I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's caught by Wilson and brought down, but not before he gets a good gain and a 1st down up shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.